Welcome aboard. Give me a few minutes here. We're going to be doing a little tutorial on OBS right now. So just give me a minute here. I got somebody going to join me so I can show them how to do something real quick. So just give me a moment. All right, and so basically somebody's asking me how to do the OBS studio. So I'm just waiting for my friend to join up. So bear with me on that. Joe's here. Hey, Joe, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Not too bad. You can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Alrighty. And you want to know about OBS, right?
Yeah, I mean, basically what I've been doing is streaming straight to Facebook, and I want instead to be able to stream to both Facebook and YouTube and capture high def on my computer while I'm doing it.
Okay. Right now, I got Streamlabs open for me right now.
Yep.
And hang on here. Simulcasting is a kind of an experimental feature because you're actually going to be using a lot of server-based.
Okay.
And laptops won't be able to process both incoming and outgoing.
Okay.
So you really want a real good bandwidth for that.
Okay.
Otherwise, stick with just like YouTube or Facebook. And actually, OBSs actually work for both.
Yeah.
They work. Yeah. They work for YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna see if I can bring up my screen. It's been a while since I used this program, so bear with me.
No, that's fine.
Share screen. There we go. Perfect. Cool. All right. So now I'm going to do this. There. Nope. This is what I want. Okay. So this is my Streamlabs OBS. And when it pops up automatically, you're just going to get this. But can you see my cursor okay?
Yep, I can.
Okay, so what I do automatically is I go over here on the left. You see this right here? That brings me to split screen. And for example, there you go. Okay, so I got one scroll bar down on the bottom on the left. It's not over on the right. So your left is your preview screen, and your right is your viewing screen, what people are actually seeing.
Okay.
But down here on the left-hand corner are the scenes that I actually created.
Okay.
So I go here, and then I can go here, and I go here. So I pretty much got a couple different cameras going on, and then I got.
So scenes are actual cameras, and other like artifacts or whatever.
Yeah, it's your camera, whatever you want to display. Like I said, I can display my secondary camera, Right now, my main camera is being used on this program, so it's not recognizing it. Right there would be my other camera. And then I have it set up for a dual screen where I could have a dual camera, and this is left over from yesterday at the book auction.
Okay.
And I can add pictures into it.
Sure. Okay.
And that's what this side is. The middle of the sources. And if you notice, I clicked on DB mask and it brought me to this one, and I can up and move it, position it wherever I want. And then I have a couple widgets in there, so this way I know how many people are actually viewing me, so on and so forth. And these are all basically insides. And like I said, if you want to add a source, you just click on the plus sign, add it. But your settings are going to be, you have a Gmail account, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you pretty much have a YouTube channel, you just haven't activated it yet, correct? Or you have a YouTube channel?
No, we've got a YouTube channel for the sapsuckers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then once you get 100 subscribers on YouTube, you can get your own domain name. And you'll get a dedicated channel link, but your channel ID never changes. That's just, the computer doesn't know your name. It just knows the numbers and the hashtags that go along with it. But anyways, the reason why I'm bringing that up, stream. And this is where you enable multi-stream, but if you see that here, multi-streams allow you to stream to multiple platforms simultaneously. You can click on that, but it's also an experimental feature.
Okay.
Your settings, or you want to go to general, you're going to set this all up, basically, your output. Stream, I'm missing something. Because you got to set up your everything here as well, output. Because you got to find the referral key. That's what I'm trying to get to. But it's already got me logged in as myself. That's probably what the problem is.
So, but it'll remember. So you have to get that key off of either YouTube or Facebook, and then enter it over here. Yes,
you would have to put your account information, and this is where you would probably go to do all that.
Okay.
But right now it's all set up just for me already, so after that's gone.
It's remembering you. Yeah, it's remembering who you are. Okay.
But you always want to do 1920, 1080 pixel, because that's going to be like your full screen. And YouTube automatically does that. Let's see here, what else? And I always do roughly about 30 frames per second. So that's your average.
Yep. Okay. Oh, and then did you just scroll past the recording interface there? Do you ever record it to your computer? Does that slow things down, or is that getting in the way at all?
It probably will slow, and actually it'll probably slow your processing down a bit, because it's actually streaming, and it'll also record and save it to your hard drive. And eventually, if you don't delete that off of your hard drive, it's going to slow your processing, your RAM down and everything, because it's going to be hogging up. And trust me, these streams, if you go for an hour or two,
they could end up they get huge. Yeah,
they go for, it's a huge file space.
Okay.
So this is where you want to play with. And you have to set it up. And once you get it all done and get the referral key and all that done and everything, then you'll have these scenes in here and everything's saved.
Okay.
That referral key is probably configure. Restart Streamlabs, convert, OBS, import. You can even import here. So this will probably be your source for a lot of that.
Okay.
And then appearance, like I say, you can pretty much, I do the dark theme, because if you see what we're looking at through StreamYard right now, it's a big bright white screen, and that actually does, after a while, that can irritate you.
Yeah.
But now that I explain these two parts, and we can get you kind of like going.
Mm-hmm.
Here on the right, your mixer. And this is where I was actually helping you guys out yesterday on the auction.
Yeah.
Because somebody wasn't, I don't know, because you guys were going outwards and you guys were getting people in, and I'm assuming you guys were using Skype or something, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. With the audio mixing going input and output, it's kind of self-explanatory on that part. But here, if you notice, and I caught this a couple of times on the stream yesterday, and I was kind of giggling to myself. And by the time I would have sit there and explained, and by the time somebody would have figured it out,
yeah,
the music was gone. You know, so
right.
Like, well, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Right.
But in here, you notice you got monitor and output. Monitor and output, monitor and output, monitor off, monitor off. I shut my webcams off. I use my Yamaha AG06 mixer, and it actually loops my audio back. That's why on my mixer, you'll see line 2. It's the same thing. For me, right now, for example, just speak. You just said right? Go ahead. Do it again. You
yes, I do.
You're the top one.
Yeah.
So you are my input source.
Got it.
So the top one here is my input source coming out of my laptop and being routed through my mixer, and my microphone is the bottom one.
Okay.
So if you don't, you want to go up in here, because you notice I got monitor output, monitor only, mute output, monitor off. Now, say, for example, I put a video in here from one of my previous videos up on YouTube, and I put it in here. The audio from that will show up in here.
Sure.
Okay.
As a new channel, right? It's a new channel,
correct. Yeah. Now, the thing is, you're going to have to mute that. Because for me, I have to run through the mixer. So when I do that and I play the video sound plus mine, I'm getting an echo because it's playing the video. It's going through my mixer, and then it's me, and it goes back to the computer. So then you're hearing everything twice.
Right. And that makes sense.
And I can't hear that. Because I'm only monitoring myself through the headphones. So that's the little trick that I noticed yesterday that I noticed on the audios. And some, not all, but some of them I noticed, and it's like, okay, this guy's got to shut his microphone off. So here's a trick. That's the trick for that. And that's why I can't say, okay, line 2, this is my mic, your mic. I can't really do that because it doesn't give me the option. But I can turn my sounds off from my viewer count, so on and so forth. That all shows up in here.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So I only use these two. It's the only thing I use. The rest I use on a physical thing. And actually, I can show you if you want.
Yeah, what do you got? What's your system?
I have. Can I show you my other? Well, here, I'll see. You can see it through that, so let's do this. And without the cam. And we are live on YouTube too, but this helps other people, so
yeah, for sure.
I don't mind.
Cool.
And that's what I use actually just for my home. I bought it. It was an experimental thing that I bought for recording, but then when I had to put it in a backpack, it's like, you know something, this is not going to work out for me. So it was a $200 mistake. But it works good here in the studio. So once I went on YouTube, this is actually a good investment. But this is where it says loop back.
Yep.
Yeah. Otherwise, I can get a dry 1 channel 2 mix and nothing else. I can input mix, but the loop back actually takes my audio, your audio, and then splices it through to me.
Okay.
So it's easier for me actually using this. But for you guys in the studio, like Ellis, yeah, he would actually have to use this.
Okay.
And that would probably be getting annoying after a while. And you gotta
Right.
mute everybody else's feed and then go back to it. And I'm sorry. You're trying to where I smoke a bowl or something like that. I forget what I'm doing. I'm just being honest, man.
No worries.
And like I said, this is Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah.
And there's more to this one than there is with the regular OBS, and they're both free. They're both free.
Yeah. I downloaded both of them and sort of took a look around them a little bit just to see what was there.
Okay. And
but
go
sounds
ahead.
like what you're saying though is that it's not going to work out processor wise to try to stream to both platforms.
If you're going from a laptop, and if your laptop is pretty much basic, I got a funny feeling it might slow you down. Yeah. But I've never tried it personally.
See, so the thing, maybe we'll try doing a test one at some point. The thing is that Facebook has the audience. Like that's where people are, and that's who's watching and tipping. Yep. But YouTube has the awesome higher quality. The Facebook quality on Facebook is pretty low.
Thank you for noticing that.
So it's sort of like, well, how do we? And we have a handful of fans who are not on Facebook, and I'd love to give something to them too. So I just don't know exactly whether I should worry about it or maybe do a separate YouTube concert at some point and see how that goes, or I don't know.
Well,
have you been spending a lot of time on YouTube since this happened? Are other people doing live concerts there?
Actually, to be honest with you, not on YouTube. There's only, like, I gave him a compliment the other day on one of the videos, because I did a video of what you were just talking about, and I uploaded that Saturday, I think, for a tape friend. There was only one musician out there that I've noticed, and he was from Clintonville, up by Toronto. And I don't think he has anything somewhat extravagant as I got. I think he's just basically going through his phone, but he was uploading on YouTube. He's far enough away. He has no echo in his room, and he played right in there. It sounded perfect. I gave him a compliment. I gave him a hats off on it. But everybody else, they either turn their camera in the normal standard way as if they're speaking to it, so you got a wasted screen. And then people talk away and do this when they're singing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Dude, I'm a paper. I record. Come on, give me a little bit of quality here.
Yep. But, that's hilarious.
But so yeah, most of the people are actually on Facebook because, like you said, just for the simple fact that everybody is there. I mean, look at me, for example. I spent the last 4 years trying to get my live music archive followers, where I upload all my audio to. I'm trying to get them over here on YouTube. It's like, here, I'm getting the same audio quality on YouTube, and I'm giving you some eye candy with it, but you think they come over.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I know exactly where you're coming from. The Facebook users just don't want to go on YouTube.
Right.
Oh man, I'm on my phone now. I got to open up this app.
Yeah. Well, and Facebook has all the interactive, real-time stuff going on that helps. It helps for the live concert. I just wish the quality of the feed were a little better.
Yeah, because I believe Facebook, their video is only 720.
Yeah. And
their audio is very crappy as well.
I mean, I'm running now that I'm set up for it. I'm running through our condenser, large diaphragm condenser, as capturing our audio, and it sounds amazing on when I record it onto the computer, and then you compare that to the test that I'm doing on Facebook, and the quality's just not there. Like. So
what happened? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. How do you take that like beautiful pure signal and break it down into something that sounds like a crappy sound card? I don't know,
But yeah, I mean,
but it's what we're with. Yeah, what we're stuck with. And then I think longer term, I feel like the strategy is probably going to be to build a separate YouTube type of product down the road when this is sort of when the dust is settled from all the crap we're dealing with right now, you know.
And yeah, and this will be a good learning curve for you as well in
Exactly.
the process.
Yeah.
You can practice on Facebook if you like.
Exactly.
Get your channel going. This is actually a good time to get your channel going.
Yeah.
And start promoting yourself.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Well, cool. Well, thank you. You helped me guide me through the stuff that I was trying to figure out. So this is really helpful.
Yeah, and this is what I'm using right now is another OBS. It's called StreamYard.
Okay, and that was the share.
Yes, and this is a cloud-based. This is cloud-based. So basically, you're taking your stuff. It's not going through my laptop at all. It's all basically internet-based, so it goes up to their servers and back. And this is something I was playing with in the beginning part of winter. I was playing with this one and hoping I can get like interactive chat going and with other tapers, and that kind of was a flop. And I tried this with the audio, and I have to disable audio processing because this is not actually very good audio quality either. So I have to disable that, and then I forget to go back to it and check the box, and it's like, oh, shit. I'm just going back where I know is good.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
But Streamlabs is good. They got extra features eventually that you're going to want to go to. But I started out on OBS, OBS Studio, just regular OBS Studio, and it works fine. If you got a poor signal, I would recommend using that one.
Cool.
But if you got a better signal, I would recommend Streamlabs.
Okay. Cool. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Such a help.
What else did you need to know?
I think that is enough for me to at least set things up and give it a whirl and see what happens. I know for a fact that I am set up and ready to go with the highest quality that Facebook will allow me to go directly through their streaming platform. So it's just a question of whether I want to add this in and what the advantage of that will be.
What you're doing basically, I mean, you can still stream it on YouTube. You have to go back the next day, make it searchable, put your tags in there, tag sapsuckers, tag Joe, tag Taper John. Just kidding on that part. But you got to do all that, put the descriptions in. And then you share the link on Facebook. It's a slow start, but I mean, it can skyrocket overnight. But I mean, I've been doing it for 5 years. Let them click on the links. I can't believe how many people out there, for me, I can't believe how many people out there, they see all my YouTube links, and that's now that they think that's the only thing I'm doing, it's like, do you realize this is second priority?
Yeah,
My audio. Have you ever gone to my audio page? No, where's that? It's like, really? You don't see that?
It's the world we live in.
And now that I got you on the phone, or here, I noticed the name change. Are you still yellow-bellied sapsuckers or the sapsuckers?
It's kind of a soft name change. We dropped the yellow-bellied sort of officially, but all of our music, its metadata has yellow-bellied sapsuckers in it, and that can't change unless we basically remaster everything, which we're not going to do. And some of our fans still know us as yellow-bellied sapsuckers.
Because I was going to say,
we're kind of just letting it fade out on its own,
Well, you let me know if you want to change the name, because up on archive.org, where I have you from People Fest or Bonfire Fest a year or two ago. 2 years ago. That's still listed as yellow-bellied sapsuckers.
That's fine.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're still the yellow-bellied sapsuckers on Spotify because they go off of it. So that's fine. People know to find us both under both names.
Okay, because otherwise I would have to talk to the admins and get your name changed.
No, that's not worth it. Not a bother. Yeah.
That's fine with me. Less politics for me.
Yeah, exactly. That's better for everybody.
All right. Well, I got to find doing.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
That's not a problem. I have a feeling you're probably going to have more questions for me later on, but that's that's standard. I go to the store quite often, and by the time I leave the store, I figure out I forgot something. So I know
Yeah,
how that
right.
goes.
Okay.
So keep in touch if you need more help.
That's awesome. Thanks so much.
No problem. Have a good one, man.
All right. We'll talk soon. You too.
See you, Joe. And Joe is actually out on the yellow-bellied sapsuckers, sapsuckers.com. So check him out. You'd like some good music. All right. See you, Joe.
All right. See you later.
All right. Yeah, that was Joe asking me a few questions, and hopefully that helped out some of your questions as well. That's how Taper John is actually doing it. And there, like I said, there's multiple ways. You can do it without a mixer. I do it with a mixer, and that's where I'm a little bit different than the rest of the people. Because the AG06 by Yamaha, like I said, has that unique loop back feature. And a lot of the other mixers out there, like Mackie and Behringer, they don't provide that. So you have to work things a little differently. And that's what each person is slightly different in their methods for various reasons. So this is one method. All right. So for those of you out there, you guys have a great day. I'll probably be coming back on here sometime today or tonight. I just don't know yet. I gotta get my ducks in a row. And who knows, I might do some rearranging in here because I don't like that plain white wall in the background. So I might change that too. All right. As always, Marika.